I'm here today at the home of Suzy Jardine to hear an absolutely wonderful story, a local wonderful story as well. Now, I'd like to introduce you first to Michelle. Michelle, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Lovely. Now, you are Suzy's sister.
Yes.
But you've only just found each other.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how this came about and how you found Suzy.
I was adopted in 1974-75, and my adoptive mum always told me my biological mum's full name and that she was from Crawley. So I spent most of my youth down in Shoreham, and then married and moved to East Grinstead, and I thought, well, if my mum is 5 minutes away, surely it's worth having a look. So I'd looked in the past before Google and everything like that, and it was lengthy. And then a couple of weeks ago, I thought, well, I'll just 192 it, Mary Jardine, and see if I can find her. And I found her straight away because she kept her name the same, so I could find her. And then I had an afternoon off one Thursday, and I hadn't even thought about it, but I just thought, sod it, I'm going to go and put a letter through the door and see if it's actually her. And I actually knocked because I thought I can't just leave the letter and drive away without knowing, and a dog barked, and I thought that's got to be my mum because I'm mad on dogs. So, but they didn't answer because they were in the back garden. And then about 7:30 at night, her husband rang and said, "My darling, you found your mum." And I was driving. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was quick, really, really quick. And then I went and saw her on the Sunday, and she said that I got a sister. And I kind of had a feeling I might, because I've been looking on Facebook for about 3 weeks for Jardines in Crawley and Sin Suzy and little Molly, and I thought, Molly's identical to me as I was when I was a child, and I was showing it all around the office saying, does this girl look like me? And I found out, I've got goosebumps now, but yeah, so when I met Mary, our mum, I found out I did have a sister, and Suzy friend requested me on Facebook, and we've been messaging like non-stop, overexcited, and we were meant to meet like a week later, but we couldn't wait, and we met last Sunday.
Yeah.
In East Grinstead, and we're bouncing around like flipping lunatics. We're so happy about it.
I was telling
everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, even people walking down the street, I've got a sister. So
May I ask, did you have any brothers or sisters in your adopted family?
yeah, I had a younger brother,
Yeah.
and he was adopted as well, so we're not blood
Yeah.
relatives. But I think having a sister's special.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
Special, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Suzy, tell us a little bit about your reaction.
I got to my mum's, she phoned me in the morning, and she said, I've got something to tell you. And I said, well, can you tell me? No, you've got to come over. So I drove over then thinking, oh, someone's dead, someone's ill, someone, you've won some money, didn't know what it was. And I got there, and my dad gave me a photo, which was a photo you had of my mum, and said, your sister's been found. And I had my baby in my arms. I was like, oh my God. I just cried. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, okay. And he said, she wants to meet you. She really, really wants to meet you. And I basically left 10 minutes after that. And that's when I friend requested. That's when I friend requested. I thought I can't just like leave it. I'm gonna try and find her on Facebook now.
Yeah.
And it took me about 10 minutes to find her. Put the request in. Waited. I was like looking. No. Oh, accepted. I was like, yeah. And then you messaged me, didn't you? And then it's been like that ever since that friend request was accepted. We've just been talking every day, and then we met on the Sunday, and I went up to East Grinstead with the baby. I didn't take Mason, but I took the baby, and we talked, and then we went to another cafe. You told that man, and, and then
this is my sister.
yeah, and then it was about 6:00, and you had to get back, didn't you? So I went back to our house and stayed for like another hour or two, didn't I? And yeah, that was it really. And we've just been on the phone nearly every day, haven't we, since?
Yeah,
so,
we know how lucky we are. So.
Yeah, definitely. 32 years to catch up on, so...
It is 32 years.
Yeah.
But you don't look like you've been away from each other for a day, though.
No, no.
You're very comfortable together.
We've
Yeah.
actually got a lot in common, haven't we? I grew up with horses and dogs, and you've always loved your
Ridden
dogs
and had
had
dogs
and stuff like that. So, and
Very similar.
yeah, we've both got the same feet.
Long feet.
Loving your tattoo as well.
Yeah, thank
I got a
you.
tattoo as well.
I know. There are loads of things you have in
Yeah.
common. Isn't that lovely, though?
Yeah.
And you've got two
Yeah,
nephew and a nephew and a niece
Yeah.
that you didn't even know exist. Aren't they
They're
gorgeous?
beautiful. Yeah,
They
really
are.
beautiful. I've got pictures all round at home of them now.
And you've got a brother-in-law now as well. with
Yeah,
Rob.
yeah, for my singe, yeah. No, it's lovely. But my mum and dad, because my mum and dad in Shoreham, went onto Facebook to look at pictures of Susie. Why am I crying again? And Molly, and their jaws just dropped because Molly's identical to me as
Yeah, she's got
when
the
I was a
dark
baby.
hair as well, hasn't she?
Yeah,
and lots
so
of it.
Yeah.
yeah, so
What do you see for your future now, ladies?
Well, we're going to
Trouble.
try... Yeah, trouble. We're probably going to look at maybe doing a holiday next year, maybe, if we can, aren't we? And just keeping, I don't know, just meet up and keep in contact and just,
have a sister.
just
that's
catch
lovely.
up on what we've lost really over the last 32 years. And it's like Molly's quite young still, so you obviously get to see her, she get to see her grow up, and maybe I'll get married next year. So yeah, lots of things.
Bridesmaid.
Yeah, we were
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that. I
Maid
would be
of
the
honour.
old maid of honour.
Oh, yeah, of course, because you've been married.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you say to anybody that was thinking of looking? Because there must be. How freaky is it that you were only in East Grinstead?
Yeah, for 13 years.
For 13
Like 5 minutes
years.
away, really.
Yeah. Well, it's a 10-minute journey, really, on a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say do it because life is too short. Life isn't it? And we've lost out on so much. And if it happened before, it would have been. Well,
We could have had a lot more time, but we've got loads of time.
We got loads of time. We are lucky, but I mean, the sooner the better. Really, life's too short, isn't it? So yeah, anyone
Get out there and have a look.
just get out there and do it. Yeah, I mean, the internet's a wonderful thing now.
Yeah.
It makes it so much easier. I mean, just by typing a name in Facebook, you can find almost anybody, can't you? So, yeah, do it.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, we're going to have a little chat with your son, Mason, now, and see how he feels about his new auntie.
Uh-oh.
All the best, ladies, all right?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Well, we're now going to have a little chat with Mason. Mason is 6 years old and has just found out he has an auntie, which is going to be pretty good because she's got 6 years worth of presents to make up for, hasn't she, Mason?
Yes.
6 years worth of presents. What presents do you want your auntie Michelle to buy you?
A computer game.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Xbox.
A new game for my
A
PlayStation.
new game for your PlayStation. What's it like meeting Auntie Michelle?
Good.
She's lovely, isn't she? And she look like your mum.
A little bit.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, yeah. And do you think your sister's going to enjoy having an auntie as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she's older.
When she's older, yeah. When she can appreciate it a bit more, eh?
I steal my sweets.
She steals your sweets.
I'll steal her sweets.
Oh, you steal her sweets. Excellent. What do you think of Mummy and Michelle finding each other?
Good.
Yeah, it's quite wonderful, isn't it? You want to do it again?
Your Auntie Michelle does good ones then too.